Quantum physics is a branch of science that studies the very small things in our universe, like atoms and particles. These tiny things behave differently than the objects we can see with our eyes, and quantum physics helps us understand how they work. Imagine a ball bouncing on a trampoline. The ball bounces up and down in a predictable way, following the laws of physics that we can see and understand. But at the very small scale of atoms and particles, things don't behave like a bouncing ball. Instead, they behave in strange and unpredictable ways. For example, an atom is made up of a tiny nucleus in the center, with tiny particles called electrons spinning around it. In quantum physics, we can't predict exactly where an electron will be at any given moment. Instead, we can only say that it has a certain probability of being in a certain place. This is called the uncertainty principle. Another strange thing about quantum physics is that particles can be in two different places at the same time, or even be in two different states at once. This is called quantum superposition. For example, an electron can be spinning in two opposite directions at the same time. One way to understand quantum superposition is to imagine a coin spinning on a table. When the coin is spinning, it's not clear if it will land on heads or tails. It's in a state of superposition, where it could be either heads or tails until it actually lands on one side. Quantum physics also tells us that particles can be connected, or entangled, even if they are far apart from each other. This means that what happens to one particle can affect the other particle, even if they are on opposite sides of the universe. This might sound impossible, but it's been proven through experiments. In one experiment, scientists sent two particles flying in opposite directions from a central point. When they measured one particle, the other particle instantly changed as well, even though they were far apart. This shows that the particles were entangled and somehow connected. Quantum physics also tells us that particles can tunnel through barriers that they shouldn't be able to pass through. Imagine a ball rolling along a flat surface. If it comes to a wall, it will bounce off and go in a different direction. But in quantum physics, particles can tunnel through the wall and continue on their original path. This might sound crazy, but it's actually a very useful property. For example, in some electronic devices, electrons can tunnel through barriers to turn the device on or off. This is called quantum tunneling, and it's used in many technologies we use every day, like computers and smartphones. Overall, quantum physics helps us understand the strange and unpredictable behavior of the very small things in our universe.